The Oruga Podcast.
Somehow somebody's always looking the other way. Now look at these guys. They look busy, right?
Most followed man is Ronaldo. 590 million followers.
Whoa. I'm wrong then. So Messi only has 473 million.
Just undercut.
I can't believe I can even say that. He's only got 473 million followers. That is literally more than America has in population. Not to be constantly.
Yeah.
Not to be constantly.
Continent.
That's so. Whoa.
Liking one man. That's like
I didn't know he was
Jesus
ginger.
status.
Is Messi really ginger?
Is that achieving Jesus status?
Jesus probably only had like 73 million followers.
Welcome to the Op. Be sure to check out Oruga's shop. We make shirts and hoodies that are comfortable and stylish. Follow @ShopOruga and visit orugastore.com. That is ORUGA store.com. Beat produced by Saipuda. Check him out at saipudabeats.com. Strike.
Okay, so what book were you reading?
Sell like crazy. Not to be an advertiser.
Yeah, okay. Who's it by?
Sabri Subi.
Who's Sabri Subi?
He is a marketer who I found during an Instagram dive
Okay.
of just liking hella shit of just random promoters, you know?
No, I don't understand. How do you go on an Instagram dive and you find that book?
Oh, because it was free, of course.
That's sick. You got that book for free?
Yeah. Shipping and shit, like, covered. Didn't even have to pay a dime. I was like, what the fuck? Like,
Damn.
who is not gonna just want a free book, you know?
That's a good book deal. Imagine being able to write a book and they can give those things out for free too.
I know, I can't tell
They've
if
made enough of
it's
this.
definitely not shitty marketing, you know? Even though you're selling a product that's $0 and it costs money to make, I don't know what kind of, like, deal he had to have made to sell books for free and just ship them out worldwide.
Let me say this though, that we went to a college high school together, and that high school is now sending out us books, and it is so appalling. I can't believe that our high school is sending us books.
To this day.
To this day. I got one
Just
in the
because
mail.
we're alumni.
Today. Yeah, this is my second book that I've got from the mail from this high school.
At least it's not your books.
That's true. But it's like self-help books. They're giving us self-help books. Like,
Were they like prayer books?
no. Yes. I mean, it had a religious connotation, but like it was just underlining. It wasn't like
I kind of do remember you showing me that.
the religion wasn't in your face. Let's put it that way. But oh my god, dude. Why so okay.
But yeah, there's some great
Selling like
shit
crazy.
to take from the book, you know.
Okay.
Like, he definitely says advertising is, like, the number one thing. You don't even want to, like, I guess spending money on advertising is his version of gaining, like, proper customer loyalty and attraction.
Interesting.
He
That was
does-
his first thing.
Yeah.
Is that advertising should be your focus?
Yeah.
Okay.
The first thing in your mind should be, like, just to grab the general market and then have them think that you can solve their problem easily with your solution. It's not to grab the very niche target market that you're after, like,
Sure.
such as if you're selling, obviously,
No,
Life Alert is for elderly people, you know?
Okay.
If you're selling NFTs, that's for the young crowd. So, I mean, like, it's just two different things.
Boom, 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 boom,
We'll
boom,
cut this
boom,
out.
boom,
We'll
boom,
cut this
boom,
out.
boom, boom.
Hello? No, I'm filming a podcast. You're okay, I love you. Bye.
You could have just had her on the...
Filming or... I
know.
Filming, shooting, directing, producing. Who
I
the
was
fuck
even
knows?
going... The funny part about saying that we are recording a podcast...
Recording.
Is... I don't even call it a podcast at this point because we don't have the whole bells and whistles. I wish we had the whole setup, but
It's just a conversation at this point.
Yeah, it's not that hard, honestly. But okay. To go back to your Life Alert thing. So you're saying that Life Alert advertises the best way to their generation because they advertise on daily TV.
Yeah, I feel like you're advertising to the general public and you're like, oh, your old mom needs this, or your grandma, you know?
Sure.
And
they
it's
always
like,
have
I should buy this for my grandma because they got 2 for sale instead of 1.
Of course.
Or just like some bullshit promo or offer.
Do you remember the early commercials of when the woman was sitting in a chair and she's like, click the button? Because she thought a person was breaking in.
A burglar?
Yeah, burglar.
Yeah.
And she just clicks the button and they're like...
Is it an emergency? There's someone breaking in.
Those were such classical commercials. I bet they're so nostalgia now.
Dude, I still like the ShamWow commercials.
What's the ShamWow?
The ShamWow.
ShamWow. What's that?
You don't remember that orange fucking towel?
No.
Oh my god, it was everywhere. I think it was in my household. Like
what
everyone, it is just a very absorbent towel that was marketed like crazy.
Okay. Is it like a microfiber towel?
Yeah, that's all it was a microfiber towel. Whoa. And people were going ape for it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's wild.
And it was definitely a thing in like the early 2010s or late 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just all about marketing in the right places.
I would agree with you. Because I remember when I was maybe 8 or 9, there was this towel that would go around your neck.
Yeah, the same kind of thing.
It was
they just put like the word towel. Athletic towel or like...
That's what they called it, as a frog towel. And if you got it wet, they're like, if you get it wet, it's lower degrees. They were like, put
the cool towel.
Yes,
and it's self-cooling.
They literally had a thermometer on their like little selling booth, and it goes from 90 to 60 degrees, and they're like, just get it wet. It freezes up like that.
That's some satanic powers right there.
They're like, put it around your neck and it'll be fine. You'll be cooler. It was so insanity.
That's crazy.
And to this day, I actually do wonder, like, was there like chemically something happening, or were they just doing a marketing ploy? Like, or were they just full of shit and just thinking it's wet?
Was it actually a scientific thing, or was it just a great marketing thing? Yeah.
Okay. So what else does the book have to say? Because I don't know. That's really interesting about you have to spend money on marketing first.
Yeah, it was just going over a few examples, like the return on investment for people who have sent him like the data of just them spending ad money on like Facebook, or he said Facebook and Google are 90% of where you're going to get all your online traffic. And just to spend money on those 2 avenues.
How much was like he recommending to spend?
He said if you can't afford to attract a customer with your ad, then you have no business. So yeah, I guess it all depends on like what you value your ad in terms of how much you think it can go with your money. Because if you spend $5 on an ad, it's not going to get you as much as like
that's $100
above that. Yeah,
10x.
We're lucky as an American market.
I would agree with you.
Because it's easy to break into somewhat.
everything's been so easy because everything that is like a new type of corporation that's like, it feels like it's all here. All the major corporations that are just starting out, like Shopify. For God's sakes, our host website literally is like one of the first of its kind.
Founded like when? Fucking less than 10 years ago?
Yeah. And everything has been...
And now every online website that sells a product is like Shopify. Probably 80-70%, besides like WordPress and Wix and shit like that.
I am curious about WordPress though. Honestly, like I might use that for the next website. I'm not sure because like I'm really curious like what the difference of benefit is.
In my opinion, I think it all just comes down to like the speed and numbers of how many people can be on your site at one time and how many people are worth handling on your server.
That's true. The thing I like about Shopify is that the checkout is their own thing. Like it's almost like it's no third party. They are the middleman between...
The checkout button.
They are the purchase. Like, they literally are the essence of, like, who owns the transaction of itself. Mm-hmm. And it's like WordPress. You're going to have to do third-party...
Payment software.
Yes. And that's scary. That's scary. I don't know if that's actually, like... You always wonder how legitimate.
There's too much shit you can spend online. Money-wise. Premium of every like version of an app or pro.
I gotta address something that I said in the last podcast, and it's the stupidest thing I ever said, is that in Cincinnati there's no stadium over 20 or is it 30,000?
We were definitely like debating 50. I was saying 50,000 in the Arizona one. You can't fly a drone in NFL stadiums or like in MLB like areas if it's an hour before or after a game. And yeah, we were just debating the stadium numbers of Cincinnati's Bengals and Reds.
I know, and I said that the Cincinnati stadium was like under 20,000, which it's literally like I believe it's 50,000, but I'm gonna like search that shit up. But yeah, the whole drone thing really kind of boggles my mind to this day of like, where are you allowed to fly it?
Yeah.
Like, where do you go? Do you go like a disc golfer to like
and
a
you
course?
have to know the days of every MLB game or NFL game, especially if you're flying like in some inner city and just where it's around a stadium.
What do you think?
Because it's a 50-mile radius around some areas.
A 50-mile? What are you talking about? What?
It's around that in
How
Arizona.
could you enforce that?
They enforce it somehow.
I wonder how they enforce that. I bet you could probably get away with it like here and there, but
I mean, they probably
imagine
got
if you have a neighbor who's a dick, and you're like right on that border, but they still call the police and they still like file. Oh gosh, that's so crazy. The only way I think I could get into the drone bug of like just people being obsessed with having a drone. Those drone courses where they like run through a building. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Where they literally just like run through this whole course. They can do nighttime courses. They can do daytime courses. Those videos blow my mind. And how these guys just like know the course at the back of their hand and they just run through the building like it's NASCAR, or not even NASCAR, F1. Let's put it that way. NASCAR's. You could remember the track. But
I have seen a drone go through like an entire course before, and it like goes from vertical mode to like horizontal, and it just fucking like goes through the lap in like less than 10 seconds. And it has like those checkpoints and shit. Like it goes through holes rings.
Do you think they have races?
Drone races?
Yeah.
That's definitely the future.
That'd be.
Or that's probably today. Who the hell knows?
Who knows? I'm gonna look that one up too. Drone races?
I mean, they have robot battles on shows and all that.
That's been a while that's been around for a while though. The robot battles where they like have like, I don't know, they have like chainsaws, yeah,
and saw blades.
Gosh, inside the drone racing league.
There's a league? No way, they race?
Okay.
This is like some roller derby shit.
I gotta play the audio. I wonder how I can do this. Okay.
This is crazy.
Perfect.
That makes pro sports a big business.
World's fastest.
The fans.
Really incredible.
Dude, that guy was going hype.
This is a stadium, dude. This is inside of a stadium.
Is this in Canada or something?
These kids look... They gotta be, yeah. Vancouver?
Vancouver and Halo Walker are two of drone racing's biggest
Dang.
stars. Both have qualified for the league's season finale, the World Championships in
This looks like a baseball stadium, right?
Dude,
Yeah.
it looks this big.
What? They put goggles on.
This is like Ready Player One, bro. They got VR goggles on?
Whoa.
How do they not crash, dude? They have to, like, crash, you know?
To really feel as if you are flying.
You are the drone. How do they race like that?
This is the lamest thing in the world.
This
Imagine...
is mind-numbing. Imagine being the camera attached to the drone and you're like, I'm a fly.
How embarrassing is it to sit on a throne and you're putting VR goggles in front of a crowd?
Yeah. That
You're
is
not
pretty
absorbing like you're not. You're just.
You don't
like,
have any of the crowd's attention. Like,
you're just
gazing.
lame as fuck sitting there
Yeah.
with us.
Like you don't know who's cheering for you.
No, dude. Yeah.
I guess even in NASCAR races, you don't know who's cheering for you.
Yeah, but that
But you
that
still have a
seems
chance of
like
popping some champagne. And in this, it looks like that's not a thing.
no.
What do you celebrate when you win a drone race?
I don't know. And what are they gonna drink milk afterwards? Gosh.
Yeah, some of them do look 19.
They look like little children.
It's,
Oh my god!
And they probably act like it too. I mean, they're drone racers, bro.
We put another drone on and they go for the next.
These guys are like committed.
Dang.
He has as many followers as Formula One and more than the NHL and Major League Soccer.
How do you describe drone racing fans?
I feel like drone racing fans are the best fans there are in the world. I mean, this sport itself is the sport of the future.
2 months ago.
10 years.
This is 2 months ago.
These guys have 5 million
gotta go
TikTok
back.
followers.
They have the same amount as followers.
As
These
F1.
F1, NHL. What's this one? What is this one?
I don't know that one.
This is Major League Soccer. That's what this is.
I know National Hockey League before that one.
The only reason I know it's Major League Soccer is it's got MLS on the shield. What is this? Formula One.
And that one's drone racing.
Formula One is literally a worldwide thing too. It's not like some small.
I didn't know this was a big thing. I've
drone
never heard of
racing.
drone racing before today. I am today years old.
Whatever. That's kind of blows my mind.
Man. I know there's like drone light shows and shit.
Oh, that's only TikTok followers though. Still pretty cool.
I mean, TikTok is just as much of a worldwide scale. That's crazy how you can be as
You
famous
think?
as
Can-
F1.
Can you really scale, I guess, like you would with Instagram, of how people follow? I don't know, as like a gauge of popularity. Is that a thing now?
No, I don't know.
Do you think it's
because-
balanced?
I don't think so.
You usually think like
This
might.
chart would say otherwise. If it was balanced, there's at least like 20 million
Like
people.
age and demographics.
There's at least 20 million people who like hockey, you know? And at least, I would say 100 million that like F1. How many people know about drone racing? I would say less than 10 million. But they must have a loyal fan base or some shit.
They must.
all be super fucking pumped and into it. They're
Yeah,
like,
I've never
they're
heard-
going live. They're practicing.
I haven't heard of anyone hyped for a drone league as much as a gaming league for esports, you know? I
You
hear
don't
about
hear about
FaZe.
esports.
I hear about FaZe and Optic more than goddamn drone league.
How often do you hear about esports?
I don't know, mostly about merch and just like
Okay.
people dropping from their league and getting recruited and all that bullshit. But it's not really frequent news. You
Okay,
don't hear
okay.
about their names in the headlines.
Sure.
Because
Okay.
they're only competing for like probably say 400K, 100K, probably like 5 times out of the year, 6, and they don't always win those championships. So like you're making probably,
And they're splitting that between a team?
yeah, and you're probably making 200K at max a year as a
But that's
popular-
competition, though, right?
Yeah,
That's
unless you have a
competition money.
streaming foundation of followers on Twitch or Kick or any of that bullshit.
So what? If you're a good, what do they call them? Club? Clan?
Clan.
That's
I don't know if it is a clan team. I guess esports team. You got Rocket League teams, League of Legends,
let's call them a
Call
team.
of Duty League.
If they have
Halo.
a team and they get good viewership on YouTube and Twitch, what do you think that is? Like 250K?
Yeah, it's another 200K probably.
Okay. So if you also win, like
If you're winning and a good streamer, you're probably making $500,000 a year. And then you can't forget about like promotionals.
you're in the
and
top 10% though, if you're making those kind of
Yeah.
if you're winning constantly
Yeah,
at
there
big
is only
events,
10% of streamers that are like that.
I bet they fly to every single event, right?
Yeah.
If they
Houston,
need to.
Dallas, LA,
Sure.
just I'll type New York probably. That'd be crazy to be flying for gaming
Gaming.
and drone league. Yeah, you probably don't make that money in a drone league.
Who knows, man? Like they might be talking to the LeBron James of
But-
drone league right now. You know what I mean? So we
Yeah.
don't really have a good gauge on. I have no idea if this is the top guy or if this is an average, because his like workshop did seem pretty crazy, and
Yeah.
it seemed like well funded. It
As
seemed
much
like
as
a
a
well
as much as an F1 garage, you know. This was a drone garage.
No, dude, F1 is so expensive.
I guess you're right.
You
Those
know how-
those cars are really really
They're
expensive.
$1 million transmissions that they're putting in those cars. Like, and those transmissions only last like a couple races.
Mhm.
I think.
They probably don't even last that long.
The last time I was like really diving deep into F1, I got so lost in how little happens. This is, you know how many overtakes there are in
Like,
F1?
how
Not
many?
not many. Like,
Is it just because they all don't start on the same line per se? Or
I'm pretty sure.
position?
I'm pretty sure that the top guy who like has the most overtakings, like 12 a season.
Damn.
F1 overtakes.
You know what is nice though, in a wholesome moment, is you remember that guy, Speed? I Show Speed? The crazy dude
Okay.
who made that song about soccer.
Oh, Speed?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course I know Speed.
Dude, he ended up meeting Ronaldo. Isn't that crazy?
That is pretty crazy.
And then Aiden Ross made some dumbass comment, and he was like, "Did I Show Speed make Ronaldo, like, give him more clout?"
okay.
And that just doesn't make any sense because Ronaldo is a worldwide known soccer player, and I Show Speed is a streamer. And Aiden Ross was like, "Did I Show Speed just give Ronaldo clout and followers?"
It's probably a different.
It's like the other way around, you know what I mean? It's like Ronaldo probably gave I Show Speed, since they took that photo together, followers and clout. Not that way around.
Do you think it's just different demographics? Do you think it's like, okay, Speed, young kids.
Yeah.
Young kids, nobody over 21, nobody over 35
Yeah.
is watching Speed, right?
Correct.
But know. This is just a bad assumption. I don't think I actually
On
have a
his
good
part?
take. No, I don't think I have a
You
good
don't
take
think
on this.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think?
It is
man?
iffy because, like, you're right about generational, like, clout. Is Ronaldo, because he's a little bit of an older soccer player. He's probably probably around 40.
So, Messi's the one with the most Instagram followers, right?
I don't know, actually.
See, he was above Messi Instagram followers. So he had a fuck ton of followers, and I'm pretty sure he had the most followers in.
Yeah, most followed man is Ronaldo. 590 million followers.
Whoa. I'm wrong then. So Messi only has 473 million.
Just undercut.
I can't believe I can even say that. He's only got 473 million followers. That is literally more than America has in population. Not to be constantly.
Yeah.
Not to
An
be
entire
constantly.
continent.
That's so. Whoa.
Liking one man. That's like
I didn't know he was
Jesus
ginger.
status.
Is Messi really ginger?
Is that achieving Jesus status?
Jesus probably only had like 73 million followers.
500 million followers. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know how you wake up and you comprehend that. You probably don't. You probably disassociate, right?
Yeah.
I don't think you can think about that.
And you're like 4%, 5% of the world follows me on Instagram.
It's not 4 to 5.
How much is that?
There's 8 billion, right?
Yeah.
So to do math, I have to rotate my phone, which is retarded.
That's how the iPhone is.
I hate. They're like 800 million's the farthest number you can go. I have to do one more zero divided by, and it's. I'm rounding. 500 million. Nope, I did that wrong. Man, I really have to. Alright. I'm retarded.
I can't do math either.
Oh, shit. That is 6%. 6.25.
Damn. Yeah, you wake up
You're
every
right.
morning and you're like 6.25% of people like me.
Know me?
Out of the entire world.
And click the button to follow me.
Yeah.
And
There's definitely a billion people that know about you. If half of them follow you on social media.
Oh, that's so crazy. How do you get followed by that many people?
I think it's bots.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking about the math of it's probably, 6.25% of the world knows you. But I think 1.25 of that percent would be bots. So I'd say only 5% probably follows him. It's gotta be, yeah, because that's a thing for a lot of the celebrities. If they post something and they look at the comments immediately, that they see just a whole range of bots of like, check out my song. Do you want to know something crazy? Click this link.
Follow me on OnlyFans.
Yeah, fuck me
Or
at this
subscribe.
location. Do you like fucking behind the bowling alley? Look at this link. And it's just
it's always the most
arrays
off the
of that.
wall.
Off the wall shit. And it's like, all bots, man. Just all bots. Twitter's been getting so bad about bots too.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
You
Twitter
can't
has so many
escape them
bots.
anywhere on social media. Any platform has them.
And the hilarious thing about bots is Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, they're not going to get rid of them. Because, that takes
gets
down
them money.
That takes down their total number of users. If 100 million bots are using Twitter, Twitter's not going to be like, we got to take those away. They'll be like,
We got more users. The ad revenue can just come right in.
I was actually watching a Vice episode with. Do you know that guy Michael K. Williams?
No, who is he?
He goes around. He's just like the main narrator and interviewer for Vice on. I guess he's got his own show, and the person he was interviewing was this rapper who utilized bots and made his way into the rap industry. And his name, I believe...
Use bots to gain clout, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, Chad Focus. And he was originally a computer engineer or programmer. And he ended up being able to get on Billboard and top music charts. And all of that because he found out a way of just manipulating the algorithms for people to find him.
Whoa.
And it's not illegal or anything that he did, I guess. Or he was just flying under the radar, luckily. And yeah, Michael...
Do you have to make a decent song for it to actually work?
Interviewed him. And no, you don't have to make a decent song for it to work. Because, in my opinion, it was alright. I mean, I liked his music, but, I mean, it wasn't something that would probably be charting on Apple Music or, like, Spotify normally. You know? Like, obviously, every artist manipulates, or they have their company and record label to manipulate the numbers with bots. So he was just having it do it for himself.
Okay.
And he was gaming the system. And yeah. I wish I could find out how much money he ended up making.
Do you think this is the Wild West of today? Is just how many bots there are on... I mean, we could just name a...
Yeah, look. 15,000 views on YouTube, but the song was on it was charting on Billboard. And barely 140 likes.
What?
How does it chart on Billboard? It's because he was able to get the bots to be in his favor. But the whole episode was just about how Live Nation also buys up all the tickets in that way. And he was like on tour with Lil Baby or something like that. And he bought up all the tickets with his money and then sold it as himself because he had a bunch of scalping bots to go get the Live Nation tickets and resold them because people wanted to see Lil Baby.
Wow.
And like, I don't know as much as him, obviously, but yeah, he was performing with them.
That's pretty impressive.
I mean, that's a hustle to a whole nother degree to be able to do that.
The whole episode was about scalping bots, about how they got ticket sales. They're always bots for shoe sales and just like hyped up.
When you're
shit like that.
When you're a headliner, okay, like Lil Baby, do you think you would want a conversation from your opener? Be like, hey man. Would you want your opener to come up to you and be like, hey man, I'm gonna do all this. I just bought all the tickets. If you want somebody here, imagine he like blackmail.
That's so ballsy though. Just to be like, I'm gonna buy up all the tickets and hope that they resell for more.
He's thinking outside the box, man. I mean, literally outside the box office. I mean, he's going directly to scalping. That's so fascinating.
He was like, I think he spent $100K on tickets and made $200K. So he made $100, and he said overnight because he sold them. Like, he got the bots to buy them early in the morning on some date that like no one knew about, and then like the next day, people were like, "Oh, it's already sold out. What the fuck?" And then they never figured that it was bots that bought all the tickets and made it seem sold out.
But where do you resell your tickets?
I feel like to the same Live Nation site, you know? And you're like, I don't want these tickets anymore. I'm putting them up for a bid.
You can do that?
I feel like there's a place for bidding tickets. Like, oh, I want to go see Taylor Swift. I'm going to go see the highest or lowest bid on this ticket.
Like an eBay for live events.
Yeah.
Wow. I just having that like moment of, imagine you do have, he gets $100,000 together, and just thinking, I'm gonna have these robots get all these tickets with my money, and hopefully this will all work out.
Looking for comfortable. Looking for comfortable and stylish apparel? Something right up your alley? Oruga has a collection for you. Monochrome features sleek black and white designs. The Workweek and Thermal features pops of vibrant color. Check out orugastore.com for unique styles and streetwear.
If I knew that, I'd be making bankrolls right now. You know.
You know the easy gold.
Yeah, but man, there are people that
Buy our NFTs.
So we make one of 13s.
They're not direct clones.
I mean, and this isn't a direct ad, but like Citation, go fucking buy that shit. And if you got some E, then you can pop those E's into our open seat.
E's make her dance.
Yeah, fans make her dance.
It'll be a new song in 10 years. Ethereum will make her do something.
Know that you got it. What? No, know that you got it. What? No, know that you got it. Oh gosh, man. Yeah, man. I was having such a delusion today of like, I should make some music.
I know,
like,
right?
I was thinking
music is such a nice source of just great vibes. Like, it's so different from any other content.
I think the great thing about what music is at this current point in time is that you can be doing something else while listening to music.
Almost all the time.
I don't think I have a memory of me just sitting down listening to music and that was it. It's just, I've never consumed music like that. I'm either driving,
Really?
I'm walking around.
Dude, sometimes I just be sitting on my Xbox on Spotify and like, I don't even be pressing any buttons. I just set my controller down. I'm like, this is a nice Spotify cover. This is a nice album cover.
That's
just
fair.
be vibing out.
I do understand that.
Yeah.
I do understand that. But music's so special. I don't know. It's such a personal
It does
experience.
feel like you're either doing something or like I don't know. I just never put it on randomly.
It's just like a window into a whole new experience. It's just like, it's at this point in time, you know, we put the headphones on or we're listening alone in our cars, or just like, it feels more of a personal experience, music now. Because like, you know, back in the day you put it on a record table or well, I don't even know how to vinyl record, and it's mainly speakers. Some people did have the headphones, but not often. Not people often using the headphones. But like now, it's much more personal experience. There's nobody outside with boom boxes anymore.
I think it would be sick though to buy a jukebox, and then you just have everything that you want in it. Be like button A1 or B3.
Sure.
Just pressing random shit, and it's like, oh, this is like, imagine an updated jukebox, and like, oh, you can connect your playlist to this shit.
That would be cool. I do like that.
But yeah, jukeboxes were just such a different vibe. Just because they were like neon, always some colorful, vibrant colors.
Yeah, that makes me go back to the album cover. If I would make my own album, man, album cover, that would be like a week of just like planning, doing photo shoots, doing the editing of those photo
shoots. It would be hard
shoots.
to just be settled on a final product.
Yeah.
As an album cover.
And then you kind of have to have like multiple photos, because if you're going to press it on vinyl, you're going to have the whole slideshow. You're going to have the front piece of the vinyl.
You're probably going to do 4.
You open it up, there's 1, 2 images on the inside book of the vinyl, and then you got the backside, and then on the backside you probably should print some lyrics.
Yeah, the song title, yeah,
Definitely lyrics, song title,
numbered even.
Numbers. I was looking at that bug. I was so bugging on that bug.
Could have died from a lamp or something.
He's a moth. It's okay. It's the time of the season. Yeah, man. Oh, it would be so cool to just design all of that. Because that's like... It's a lot of work, though. It is a lot, because the font choices are so big.
Yeah, you have to capture an era.
Because, I got this A$AP Rocky.
I do love it when there is like a lookbook in the album.
Yeah, this photo is just so grungy, and it's perfect on it. It's got.
Is that Long Live A$AP?
Yeah, this is Long Live A$AP.
Yeah, I do like that
Rocky's
inside.
First album, and like when you open it up, it's. I clearly know this is A$AP Yams. I don't know who these 2 other dudes are, but they have like skulls, and it's like a monochrome image, and it's got the American.
Gotta love the
American
monochrome.
Eagle on it. It's super like American government theme, and it's plus like black and white grunginess, and it's super cool. And then there's a thank you. That's the coolest part about this thing.
Where at?
There's a thank you. So on one side, it's got the
it's
lyrics.
like classified.
Yeah,
That's
but then
really cool.
On the other side, it's got A$AP Rocky thanks, and this whole paragraph is just a spill of him just giving thanks to every producer he's ever shook hands with.
That's crazy.
His mom, his sisters, his family, God. He thanks God in this. Like, it literally made me respect him so much more, because he literally thanks God in the first, it's the first thing. I'm gonna fucking read it. Ready? First and foremost, I got to thank God, my Lord. That is his first fucking thing.
That is pretty hard.
Like, that's cool. Like,
Yeah.
that's the first fucking thing you're gonna say. Like, I don't need you to believe in God for you to think that's fucking cool. Like, for him just to
Honestly,
be like...
Rocky is legendary, though. He's probably top 5 of our generation. Top 3.
What,
Just
the
because-
2010s? He killed the 2010
Yeah.
man. And he wasn't even in any other decade.
True.
I mean, at least
Strictly.
album dropping. That's the only...
I still can't wait
metric.
for Volume 3, A$AP Mob.
If that's fucking coming out.
Dude, it was supposed to come out before he was even arrested, and Donald Trump pardoned him.
Yeah.
That was supposed to come out before all of that,
Really?
Yeah, and it still hasn't came out.
I wonder why. I will say, though, that that the A$AP Mob second album, their second album is still one of my favorites. I can start at the very
Big
beginning.
Sean, Playboy Cardi, the whole A$AP Mob.
Don't even talk about that song. I mean, that song
They
is...
even got Wiz Khalifa on that album.
No, not on that album.
Oh, that was the first one?
That's the first one. That's with
That was
Way
the
High.
Yeah, that
That's-
was the first one, wasn't it?
And BJ, Chicago BJ Boy or something. I don't even know.
I feel like every Wiz Khalifa feature is a hit, though.
I mean, that song's a great song.
Yeah.
It's a great song. It's so well done too. But
You know who's been a vibe recently, though, is Big Sean.
Okay.
I've been getting back into Big Sean.
Yeah.
His 2010s era.
Sure.
Has that dude even...
Guap.
How much music has he made in the 20s?
I'm gonna tell you my.
He needs to be making bangers like soon, cause he's in his prime.
I think Kanye made him good.
Well, yeah, you're right. He made him.
I think Kanye made him amazing.
Yeah.
And now he's not on good music anymore. And his last album, that was a tough one. I tried to listen to it, and it was a tough one to listen to. And
Yeah.
I love Big Sean too. His first album was good. His second album, where it's was it Skyscrapers? Is that what it's called?
Dark Sky.
Whatever. Yeah.
I actually don't.
It's just the black cover. I don't know. With him in a shower.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
It's called Skyscrapers.
Yeah.
And then his third album with, I don't even remember what that was called, but it's him in like a suburban area with blue lights. That's the cover.
Yeah, I remember.
What is that album called?
I Decided.
That's a great album too.
Dark Sky Paradise. It's not called Skyscrapers.
Dark Sky Paradise.
Yeah.
He really doesn't know how to name albums.
I decided.
I decided
on what?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're talking about his most recent album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the hit being Wolves with Post Malone. That was such an okay song.
Hall of Fame was prime time.
That was a great album too.
Yeah, with Kendrick Lamar on Control and shit.
It's a great album.
Man, we need more bangers from those artists. I mean, A$AP Rocky's killing it already.
Yeah, I need him to drop an album. I don't need him.
Just that
I
Mob
hope he
one.
does.
That Mob one would be amazing just to listen to. Because I already know it's been produced.
And well. I'm sure it's been produced well. Because
Yeah.
my favorite part about the A$AP Mob second album is the fact that they made it into kind of a story. That was like the whole album flowed together. Like it really seemed like it had a good order and that you could listen to it as an album. That is my favorite thing, when you can listen to an album as an album. You don't have to skip all the way through, and you don't have to skip no bullshit songs because they didn't work hard enough to actually make that a cohesive album.
Yeah, and there's no throwaways on that album.
Yes.
And it's all coherent.
You know, if you're going to put throwaways, put it at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Don't make me listen to it. Like, that's my whole deal with albums. I just want to be able to listen to it front to back and no throwaways. And they did really well on the A$AP Mob second album. It's been a while since I've listened to it.
It's crazy how some artists stay relevant and others just like end up fading out of the limelight or spotlight.
The limelight. Like who?
Fetty Wap. That dude.
He got
the baby.
God, Fetty Wap got put in jail?
Yeah.
Was that recently that he was put in jail?
Yeah. Arrested or something.
Which is, man. I wonder if that man would be like, does he have like, does everybody know him in prison? Be like, Fetty Wap, yo! It's like that one-eyed motherfucker.
The one hit wonder.
No, the one-eyed.
Oh,
the one-eyed motherfucker.
True.
Literally, like, it's so noticeable with him that he's like,
yeah.
not gonna, yeah. But Fetty Wap had some like bops, bro. He had some good ass songs.
You know,
For sure.
I remember at least 5.
5 of them?
Yeah.
That's a lot. I could probably only name
Trap Queen.
Yeah, that's the highlight of what, 2015?
If you weren't singing that song when it came out, there's something wrong with you.
What was it? Hey yo, what's up, hello?
Yeah.
What was it? It wasn't that.
I was like, hey, what's up, hello?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Which is so catchy.
And we got to be ready.
Visit orugastore.com today and enter the discount code OP15 for 15% off your order on all Oruga merch. Free shipping for orders over $50 is available as well.
Yeah, bitch.
Thank you.
Get on the podcast.
The Oruga Podcast.
Somehow somebody's always looking the other way. Now look at these guys. They look busy, right?